Today is finally the day. Today is the day that Oculus or Meta or whatever you want to call them at this point finally added one of my favorite features to our quests. And this feature is something I think will personally help myself and a bunch of other people while playing our games. It's also something that was leaked by Basti a little while back. So just before we hop into the video and check out all the new really cool features of the quest, I just want to say, we're really close to 100k. In case you guys enjoy these kinds of videos and want to be part of that road to 100k, make sure to smack that little red button down below and let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so today we're talking about not only the Oculus Quest V34 update, but also the Oculus Quest V33 update, because both of those updates actually added a bunch of new things, and I think my favorite feature here is Space Sense. We've talked about Space Sense before. As a person with a tiny play space, I can appreciate what Space Sense can do. Essentially, if somebody or something walks into your guardian boundary, or if you're about to hit something, supposedly Space Sense will allow you to see it through pass-through or with an outline before you actually hit it. So no more hitting your siblings when they walk straight in front of you while you're trying to play VR, or, whoever you're playing with. I know some of you might be upset about that, but it's for the good of safety. Plus, hopefully it brings up the longevity of our controllers, hitting less things. But enough rambling on. Since not everyone immediately receives every update, well, I just manually updated my Oculus Quest 2 to V34, so let's go try Space Sense out on my tiny dog to kind of test its limits and see how small we can really go. So first of all, to turn on Space Sense, once you have your V34 update, whether you want to install it manually or wait for it to officially come to your headset, you want to go into experimental settings, and in there, you want to turn on Space Sense. It's quite literally that simple. It doesn't even ask you to reboot your headset. And just like I thought, this is like the coolest thing ever. You guys remember that AR pass-through glitch that existed where we could pretty much use AR pass-through in any app and have like Beat Saber blocks flying towards you? I loved that thing. I absolutely loved that. And this kind of reminds me of that. While your view is restricted when it comes to things you see in the real world, it's just kind of like imagine a triangle of vision coming out of your eyes. That's what kind of gets thrown into Space Sense. And it isn't really pass-through, it's more just the outline of whatever is showing up in front of you. It still kind of reminds me of that. For example, playing in my room, Beat Saber, I can finally see my bed and not hit it. That hurts pretty much always. So that is super cool. This feature is exactly what I thought it would be and just a lot more. And now we don't have to worry about hitting lamps or people coming into our guardian boundary. And normally you would be playing in a guardian boundary where you don't have something straight in front of you. So this works really well for pets or people that walk into your boundary. For me, I have a very limited play space, so I would pretty much always be seeing my bed or something else, but that's not an issue for me. I actually really like that. So, big fan of the feature, and just like I thought, it's really cool. I guess all we do now is wait for ghosts or people that don't actually exist to start showing up inside our play spaces. Rejoice, Android users. We now have Android notifications inside the Oculus Quest. So now you finally get Android notifications from your phone inside your headset on V34. Just in case you guys have an Android phone, you know that feature has been available on iOS for a while now. However, it wasn't available on Android. Well, now we finally have access to it. So in case, I don't know, you're waiting on some important call and you want to be able to receive it inside the headset, it's really cool. Or you're waiting on an important text, either way, you're now able to receive them inside the headset. Big fan of that. While I personally don't think I'm gonna have it on for every experience, I do know moments where I would appreciate that feature. Going back to the home environment on the Oculus Quest 2, I'm not sure whether I'm the only one that has noticed, but since V33, there has been weird kind of X's showing up inside my home environment, as if I could be inviting people into that home environment and that's where they'd show up. Oh, also just purely out of context, in case you guys ever wanted to know what the home environment looks like underneath, here you go. Apparently I walked underneath it when I walked down the stairs. So it looks like Horizon's home is getting closer and closer to being, well, fully there. And again, I cannot wait to be able to furnish my home. So here it says Horizon's home. We're introducing a new personal workspace environment in Horizon Home today. You can trade out that snowy mountain lodge for something a bit more professional if you're sitting down to get some work done. This is a really cool environment. I do like it myself, and I think I'm going to be switching to it. I've been on the same one for quite some time now, and while it is nostalgic, I think I like the new modern style a little bit more. 2D apps. Oh yeah, 2D apps for multitasking have now shown up inside the App Store, and this is actually something that had already shown up during during Facebook Connect, but they've introduced 2D apps to the Oculus Store. The first apps available in the store are Facebook, Instagram, Smartsheet, and Spike. More apps will be following soon. So web apps showed up during Facebook Connect, which I was explained aren't exactly Android apps. You know, sometimes you're on Google Chrome and you type something in and then a little icon shows up that you can install a web app. That's kind of what they were explained to me as. They weren't exactly 2D Android apps, but it looks like we're heading towards finally getting all those Android apps on our Oculus Quest. You know, a little while back we had a video, we had a whole thing showing Snapchat, TikTok, and just a bunch of different apps showing up on the Quest. Looks like we're heading towards that. 2D apps take advantage of the Quest's powerful multitasking features. You can turn on the latest multitasking features by enabling multitasking in the experimental section of the settings app. And yes, I know you can just install APKs on the Quest, but not everyone wants to do that. Not everybody even wants to turn on developer options. Having those apps just directly inside the store is just going to be that much nicer. Standby battery life. We've adjusted battery parameters to increase the standby life on the Quest and Quest 2 headsets. That's super cool. I have been told that the battery drain on standby had been really high. In fact, you could leave your headset on a shelf throughout the night and it would lose quite a bit of battery just sitting there doing nothing. I wouldn't know because I normally power my headset off when I'm done playing with it anyway. It's just something I do with all my electronics. But yeah, that is super handy because as we know, that sweet battery life is very important, and there's nothing worse than picking up your headset, wanting to play, and finding out that the battery is dead. Literally all our live streams. Link and AirLink. We've enabled secure pairing for AirLink to enhance security and improve your experience for AirLink. Users who have V34 both on PC and Quest will experience a new improved pairing flow for launching AirLink. That's pretty cool. You know, security, big deal right there. For the best performance on AirLink, please use Windows 10. Windows 11 is not yet supported by Oculus PC software. Well, you know, take that with a grain of salt as well. I'm on Windows 11 and it works just fine, but I have heard of people having issues, so, you know. And we've got voice commands. Yeah, voice commands are back. Well, they weren't really ever gone, but they weren't necessarily 100% the best. Example commands of what is included. Weather. What's the weather like today? What's the weather like for tomorrow? Media control. Pause, resume, next, go back, Oculus Move, show activity tracker, hide calorie tracker, general questions. What is 10 to the power of 43? What is 20 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? How many calories in 3 eggs? So this is really interesting. It seems like they're trying to introduce a voice assistant to the Oculus Quest. You know, during Facebook Connect, Meta Connect, they showed off that little clicker of when we fully have AR glasses and we look at something, the glasses will know what we're looking at, and when we press the button, that something will turn on. I feel like that and an AR assistant is just fully going to take over AR glasses in the future. You know, turn on my lights, etc, etc. But this time I do it with the Amazon Echo. While here, we will now be able to do it with the Quest. Something interesting here? Media controls. We don't have any media playback on the Quest just yet. We have no Spotify, we have no Apple Music, we have nothing like that on the Quest right now. But considering this thing supports media playback, I wonder whether we will be getting that with 2D apps, and finally be getting background music support. Oh wow, do I want background music support. I cannot be the only one here that loves listening to music while playing their games. Quest Public Test Channel is an early access program for Oculus Quest software releases. By signing up, you can get early access to unreleased software versions ahead of the public release. Ooh, well, I'm signing up. They have fixed the issue where the progress bar was showing incorrect information when downloading a game or app. And something I am even more excited for, the Passthrough API is now official. What does this mean? Well, this means you no longer have to go into SideQuest or use ADB commands in order to turn on the experimental Passthrough API. This is great, because now it means that we can play those apps that use the experimental Passthrough API quite literally anywhere. You don't need a PC or a phone in order to get it working. It just works right out of the box now. So any experimental Passthrough API app, you just launch on your Quest and it works. And since I use quite a few of those and I love that zombie game, well, this is quite a big deal for me, and I'd say for quite a few other people. This is super cool, and I'm super excited for it. So there you guys go. Overall, V34 is packed with features, especially for people with smaller play spaces or with cluttered play spaces, I feel. I know a lot of you have huge play spaces. You just tell me, you love telling me about how much larger your play space is than mine. But some of us aren't as lucky with play spaces, and we appreciate just these little things. I enjoy not having to worry about break a vase anymore. I enjoy not having to worry about hitting my hand against my bed frame anymore because that hurts. And of course, I enjoy not having to worry about hitting my family members or my dog anymore. It's just the nice little things, and the little things make a big deal, make a big change. And now with us knowing that the Quest 2 will be with us for quite a while longer after Facebook Connect, well, we can be sure that more of these updates will be coming. Apart from that, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys want to join us on the road to 100k, I was talking about this yesterday on the live stream, but it is coming up so much faster than I originally thought it was going to come up. It is actually incredible and insane, and my brain can't wrap around it. So I just want to say a huge, massive thank you to all of you guys for sticking with me, and I'm so happy that you enjoy the content. Thank you so much to the Patreons supporting the channel. You guys help me pay my bills and help me make this content better by buying better gear. Just like yesterday, we had the green screen for the first time. That was really cool. Thank you so much for that. If you guys want to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300% and merch that does not put a huge ad on your body. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord down below and check out our Reddit down below, where I want to see you posting your spicy memes. And of course, if you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel daily, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.